welcome back to Vital Signs. I am here with Papi DiNuzzo, and we are talking about how to live your best life spiritually, energetically, practically, health, regardless of your starting point. Doesn't matter where you are today. Health isn't just what we eat or how we move, it's how we think. It's what we're bringing in, it's what we believe is possible. And before the break, we were talking about whenever something negative comes into our awareness, reject it, cancel it. Nope, we're going to shift it to what we want, and we're going to shift that negative mindset to a positive mental attitude, because thoughts become things and we want to create the life that we're having. So I'm going to immediately go and ask you, I mean, you said we can live a fulfilled life no matter where we are right now.
Yeah.
That's really hard for a lot of us, unfortunately, to believe sometimes. So what does it really look like to live that vibrant life from the inside out, no matter where we are today?
Yeah, we can live it. The universe has guaranteed me, Jen, time and time over again, our fellow brothers and sisters, that from wherever you're at, that by their own definition, you can go from where you're at to what you would define as prosperity, living in prosperity. And I was on a call that I was doing in Kenya, and a gentleman was, he interrupted about 35, 45 minutes into it, and he says, Papi, he said, you've convinced me. I'm going to work on my Faith 10X goal that you talk about, my big goal, and I'm going to live in prosperity. And I said, well, how are you going to do that, brother? He said, well, Papi, right now I sleep on a piece of cardboard and I sleep outside. That's my bed. He said, you've inspired me. I now believe that I can find something materially better than a piece of cardboard to sleep on as my bed, and I can find a roof somewhere, even if it's an outdoor pavilion that I won't get thrown out of. So by his definition, Jen, he would list that as he's gone from where he's at to living in prosperity. So it's all about, you go from $1 to $10, so to speak, then go from 10 to 100. Instead of overwhelming yourself, I need to get to 1,000 or to 10,000, as far as using a little simple example. But I just love to remind the audience, Jen, that I've been guaranteed time and time again that, thank goodness for the laws of the universe, universal laws of the universe, the law of love, the law of balance, the law of vibration, the law of attraction, which we're talking about today, the law of gratitude, the law of cause and effect, also known as the law of karma. And the one that I really love, because you and I are optimists, we love growing things. And I remind my fellow brothers and sisters, you came here to further express, expand, increase, and grow, and create co-creation with the source, with source energy. So you've got all these tools in your toolbox, and I'm trying to help open up and explain them to you, show where they're at and how to work with them. And one of the best pep talks I can give anyone is, been guaranteed time and time again, my fellow brothers and sisters, when you see something that you previously would have called a challenge or a problem or an obstacle, it's been guaranteed by the universe that the solution, the answer, is in there every time. So don't freak out, don't get frustrated, don't throw something. Take your time and take a real good look at it, because under the law of increase, this universe goes bump, 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 bump. And when that heartbeat stops for a nanosecond, is it going to continue to go? That may be an obstacle or a challenge or a problem. By your previous language, the answer is in, and the universe says, Papi, your fellow brothers and sisters can find a gold nugget in every time, and sometimes even more exciting than finding a gold nugget, because that's how we move forward. That's how we advance, is solving problems and challenges. This is not like a free-flowing situation. I say, Papi, they're going to find a gold nugget in there every time, and sometimes they're going to find a diamond, and that's our quantum leap forward when they find that diamond. And you will, my brothers and sisters. I can guarantee the solution is inside of every challenge or problem that you come in contact with.
You know, it's really interesting, because we've talked on this show and on others often about, we learn more from our mistakes than we do from our successes sometimes, or what we consider failures, or actually, I don't call them failures. I was in sports medicine and I work with athletes. We don't take losses, we take learning.
Yeah, research and development.
There's a W or an L on the scoreboard. W means a win, the L means a learning. So I really love that you've brought this up, because literally everything happens for us. It may not feel like it in the time. I've been through some challenges myself, and some things can be really hard, and it's hard to find that gold nugget. So speak to the people who are in that really tough slug of it, and they're struggling to find that gold nugget. What can they do when they're in that moment?
Yeah, when you're in that, my fellow brothers and sisters, just open up your mind that there is potentially, I would strongly suggest there is another way. And I just think, there's one closing thought that just came through me when you said that, was Thomas Edison. There was a gentleman that interviewed him. He says, Mr. Edison, he said, I just don't understand you. And Thomas Edison said, well, what is it? He said, how can you still even be in society when you failed so much? And he said, how have I failed? He says, Well, on this invention that you created, he said, I went back and looked, you had 10,000 tests that it took to get there. You had 10,000 failures before you succeeded. He said, I never failed one time. That was all the research that was necessary for me to get to the invention I created. So my fellow brothers and sisters, as Jen's been saying, it's just in that mindset, and I am here to tell you, you are so close to it. All of our fellow brothers and sisters, this isn't moving mountains or anything. If you can just change your perspective just a little bit and understand that the answer is right in front of you, that it's right there for you. Now, we talked about playing defense earlier. Now, if we went to offense, so let's just say we want our brothers and sisters, you said earlier, how are we going to succeed at anything, winning our day? When do we win our day? Well, if you take a look at it, you win your day in the morning typically, because if you win your AM, win your morning, you typically can win your day. If you lose it, you typically lose your day. When do we win our morning? When we first wake up in the morning. So your audience, Jen, if you can just start to give gratitude, and gratitude is like the biggest get out of jail free card on earth. With the universe, my fellow brothers and sisters, I can guarantee you, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. If you are grateful from in the moment you wake up, say, I'm grateful for the roof over my head, the clothes on my back, and the food on my table, all of that positive energy goes up to the fifth dimension or above, and it all comes back to you. You're going to continue to have a nice roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food on your table. You can ask for a nicer car also. You can do these things. Now, the offense that I'm going to describe very quickly is intentions. The power of intentions. Another pep talk, another thing I love, Jen Universe says, Pappy, let all your fellow brothers and sisters know that every prayer, every intention, every affirmation is heard and action is taken upon that. Now, we have to remember also that the universe also says that, and the best answers ever given on a number of affirmations, intentions, or prayers or answers that are never given. Because just think of some of the things you asked for. I think some of the big things I asked for in life, I'll be like a month later, maybe a year later, like, thank goodness that didn't come through. Man, that would have not worked out well. So set these intentions when you first wake up. My fellow brothers and sisters, for whatever it is, when you wake up or you're getting ready, even when you first wake up, my intention is that I have a safe travel from my home to work. I'm going to drive and arrive safely, that I have a safe travel. All my fellow brothers and sisters around me are traveling safely. From the moment I step into my place of work, I have more energy than when I left my house. And my initial impression that I deliver to my fellow brothers and sisters is a great initial impression. I'm going to deliver a great initial impression to every one of my fellow brothers and sisters. I want it and I expect it. I want it and I expect it. I want it and I expect it. I bless and I thank you. I bless and I thank you. I bless and I thank you. Maya Angelou was the old time. She would remind everybody, you have to ask. So sometimes our fellow brothers and sisters, I don't have so much confidence, whatever. I can guarantee all of your listeners, you have access to all knowledge and all power within you.
You know, and I just want to simplify that down really and hit the highlights. You start with gratitude. When I open my eyes, I do the same thing. My morning routine is I wake up, I'm grateful that I'm on this side of the ground.
Yes.
That is my first gratitude, because it's a gift. Every day is a gift,
yes.
And I'm alive and I draw breath. So I start with gratitude and I always set my intention. And I want to just speak to, like, peak performers do this. Athletes, we train them in mental rehearsal. We have them imagine the perfect ending or the perfect result of their day. It's the same thing. It's setting the intention to win the game, to have that PR. For us, it might be setting the intention to get the kids to school on time and food in their bellies, whatever that is. If we set that intention, and then what we do once it happens, we reinforce that positive loop, and so it just becomes a habitual practice. And so you're so eloquent. It's so amazing, and you have a book for everyone. I know we're running slow on like towards the end of our time. But Papi has all of this in a book, and so if you'll share that. He has it both in English and in Spanish as well. Manifest Anything. I have read it. It truly is very powerful, because it happens. It's hard for us to wrap our head around sometimes things that are different. But ask yourself, if I knew how to get to the next level already, I'd already be there. This is just looking at something a little differently and trying something a little different. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You have to do something a little different. And our suggestion is start with your morning routine. Your offense is starting with an intention, starting with gratitude, and then slowly but surely adding to that. And on defense, anything negative, nope, I'm not doing that. Switch it to the positive that you want to attract.
Yeah, cancel and reject it.
Please share how everyone can reach out to you and how they can get access to this book.
Sure. The best way to reach out would be my website, pappimindsetcoach.com. So just Papi, P-A-P-I, mindsetcoach.com. And I have a free ebook. So if you go, you can actually get my book for free, Manifest Anything You Can Imagine. And also I have it in Spanish. It's free in Spanish as well. I also have, if some of the listeners would like to start to get on this, working on improving their daily ritual, I have a 7-day free manifesting challenge. So for 7 days, I have a 28-day online course, but the first 7 days are free and they can try it out. It doesn't cost anything. You just go and put your email, your name and email address in, and you can get that first 7 days. But I think even that first 7 days, in addition to the book that's free for all of your audience listeners, this is all free, everything we're talking about, can really help to dislodge that and to really make a big change in their life for them to start moving forward.
Absolutely. I am so appreciative for you coming here, sharing your wisdom, sharing your wealth of knowledge and experience with everyone, and for offering just that first step up, because that's all it takes. It's that one step. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Yes. Obviously, it's that one step. What is that one step for you? Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
And you, yes, you have an action step. Go pick up Papi's book. It's really great, and start your day the right way. I challenge you to, first thing tomorrow morning, wake up, take a breath, and be grateful. Doesn't matter what you're grateful for. Some days mine's just that I'm not below ground, to be honest. But when you're in gratitude, that gives you that positive mental attitude. Set your intention for the day, and then at the end of the day, notice that the intention you set was actually met. And use that to start to fuel that positive progress forward. We will be right back after these important messages.